Assalamualaikum. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to solve paper 1, May-June 2020, variant 11, part 2, from question number 14 onwards. Question number 14. The diagram shows a trapezium. In a trapezium, the opposite two lines are parallel. So they have marked it that this line is parallel to this line. If two lines are parallel and they are cut with a line or a transversal, the opposite two angles, they equal to 180. So this plus this is equal to 180. Let's write down the equation. 97 minus 3x plus 69 plus 5x is equal to 180. Add the like terms. 97 plus 69 will give us 166, and negative 3x plus 5x will give us 2x is equal to 180. Shift the 166 to the other side. It's positive. When you move it to the other side, it will be negative. So 180 minus will give you 14. 2x is equal to 14. Therefore, x is equal to 14 divided by 2, which is 7. Question number 15 is an indice question. Simplify this equation. Remember that whenever we multiply, we add the powers. So there are no numbers. 4 will remain the same. There is p here and p here. What are the powers of p? 5 and 2. So 5 plus 2. And q is 3 and negative 4. So 3 plus negative 4, we can just write like that. This will give us 4p to the power of 7 and q to the power of negative 1. Use a calculator so that you don't make any mistake in calculating. Question number 16. Write the number 0.0605 in standard form. Standard form means we are going to have one number before the decimal and write the number as a power multiplied by 10 to the power of something. So we are going to shift our decimal 2 places to the right. You will get 6.05. How many places did we shift to the right? 2. If we shift our decimal to the right, our power is negative. So this is the answer. Part B, calculate this whole thing and give your answer in standard form. This is actually quite easy. You just the same way put it in the calculator and you will get the answer 4.0261 multiplied by 10 to the power of 11. Question number 17, another algebra question. Expand and simplify. So x multiplied by x will give us x square. X multiplied by negative 7 will give us negative 7x. Negative 5 multiplied by x, negative 5x. And negative 5 multiplied by negative 7 is positive 35. Add the like terms. So you will have x square minus 12x plus 35. There is a shorter way to do this. I'll show you that also. That works only if before the x there is no number. If both the x does not have a coefficient. So if you have a question like that where x does not have a coefficient, you write x square. These two numbers, add them in the calculator, negative 5 plus negative 7, you will get negative 12. Put an x. And then you multiply these two numbers. You will get plus 35. So this is the short way. Question number 18, we have a scatter diagram. Mrs. Salman gives her class 2 mathematics tests. This is test 1 and test 2. The scatter diagram shows information about the marks each student scored. A. Write down the highest mark scored on test 1. So let's go here this way and look at the highest mark. This is the highest mark here in the third line, right? So here, as you can see, there from 60 to 70, there are 5 lines. So each line represents 2. How do we know that? 10 divided by 2 is. Mrs. Salaman gives her class 2 mathematics test. The scatter diagram shows information about the marks each student scored. This is test 1 and this is test 2. Let's first see what each line, that small square, represents. There is a gap between these from 0 to 10. And there are 5 lines. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. So each square is representing 2. So you keep adding 2. Write down the highest mark scored on test 1. This is test 1. Let's go up and check. This is the highest mark. And you go down. It's in the third line. So 62, 64, 66 is the answer. Write down the type of correlation shown in the scatter diagram. As everything is going up, the correlation is going to be positive. So we write down positive. C. Draw a line of best fit on the scatter diagram. When you draw a line of best fit, just try to make equal number of crosses on each side. It doesn't have to be in a perfect way. So this is the line of best fit. D. Hamish scored a mark of 40 on test 1. He scored a mark of 40 on test 1. He was absent for test 2. Use your line of best fit to find an estimate for his mark on test 2. We just go up and we go like this. So it's this point here. That is 48. If you got your answer between 46 to 50, that will be accepted. How are you all finding this paper? It's quite easy this time, right? Question number 19. The length L centimeter of a sheet of paper is 29.7 centimeter, correct to the nearest millimeter. Complete this statement about the value of L. I'll show it to you in 2 ways. The correct way to do it is, if there is one number after the decimal, so write as 0.1 and divide by 2. You will get 0.05. So, to the number that you have, 29.7, for the lower limit, subtract 0.05 and you will get 29.65. And for the upper limit, you add 0.05 and you will get 29.75. So this is counting the number of decimals that you have. You divide by the number after the decimal and you divide by 2. This is one way. The other way is you can write the number without a decimal. It's 29.7, write 29.7, add a 0. And then you add 5, you will get 2975. You subtract 5 and you will get 2965. And there is decimal after 2 digits, so you put that decimal after the 2 digit. This is another way of getting the answer. Question number 20. Without using a calculator work out this fraction, we must show all the working and give the answer as a fraction in its simplest form. The first thing you will have to do is change the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Multiply by the denominator by the number on the side. Whatever answer you get, you add it with a number on the top, the numerator. So 3 multiplied by 2 plus 1 is 7 over 3 minus 7 over 8. Put a bracket, multiply by 6 over 25. If you forget how to do the changing from mixed to improper, you can use the calculator. There's a shift button in the calculator and there is the fraction box there. So press shift and the fraction box. You will get 3 boxes. Write the numbers in the proper boxes and this will give you 7 over 3. There are many children who don't know how to solve it. They'll press the fraction box and then put the number here. This is the wrong way. You will get a different answer when you do that. This is the right way. After that, you have to know that you cannot subtract or add a fraction unless the denominators are same. How can you make this denominator same? I can multiply by 8 here and by 3 here. If I multiply down, I have to multiply on the top also. Same here. Now we are going to do it's a 4-mark question. So we will do it slowly and show more steps. In the calculator, just put the numerator. 7 multiplied by 8, you will get 56. And then 3 multiplied by 8 in the calculator, 24. Same way with 7 multiplied by 3 and 8 multiplied by 3. Do not put the whole thing together in the calculator. Now that you have a common denominator, this you can put in the calculator and you will get 35 over 24 multiplied by 6 over 25. This thing now you can put in the calculator. You will get 7 over 20 and you will get your full marks. Question number 21. This is the compound interest question. Lucia invests $5,000 at a rate of 4.5% per year compound interest. Calculate the value of her investment at the end of 7 years. This is a very easy question. You need to know the formula, which is A is equal to P bracket 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. A is the amount or the value of the investment. P is the principal, that is the starting. Let's write down. The principal is your starting amount, which is 5,000. Then rate of interest is R, which is 4.5. And the number of years is N, 7. So now we are going to substitute all of these values in the equation. 5,000 bracket 1 plus 4.5 over 100 to the power of 7. The whole thing you can put in the calculator together. We will get 6804.3. You can put the number after the decimal or round it to the whole number. It will give you 6804. If you are putting 0.3, remember it is money, so there'll be 2 numbers after the decimal. So 0.30. Question number 22. We have been given a grid and there's a line drawn. A, find the equation of the line L in the form y is equal to mx plus c. To find the equation of the line, we need to find the gradient. And to find the gradient, we will need 2 points. You can choose whichever 2 points you want. I prefer to choose the one which has a 0. So this one is 0, 3. X is 0 on the y-axis and y is 3. And the other point we can choose is 2 and 1. Write the x value first, so 0 and 3 and 2 and 1. The formula to find the gradient is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. It doesn't make a difference if I make this x1 or this x1. Whatever is, in whichever point we have x1, that other coordinate of y will be y1. So we know that these are the two y and these are the two x. So gradient is equal to 3 minus 1 over 0 minus 2. You will get -1. This is our gradient. And after that, we have to choose one of the points. I will still prefer to use 3 and 0 and 3. Y is equal to mx plus c. Before we move further, I just want to tell you that this c, this is your y-intercept. What does that mean? It means that point where it cuts the y-axis. So 3 is the y-intercept. We can directly write it as y is equal to, what is your m? -1. And c is 3. But we don't write -1, we write negative x plus 3. This is if the y-intercept is given to you. Suppose if it is not given and you want to find the equation. So we use the formula y is equal to mx plus c. We replace the y, m and x and to find c. We are using the point 0 and 3, so y is 3. The gradient is -1 and x is 0. We replace it. 0 multiplied by anything is 0. We are left with c, which is 3. So in any case, we get the same answer. B, on the grid, draw a line that is perpendicular to line L. We just have to draw a line that is perpendicular. We don't need the equation or anything. Take your ruler and your edge of ruler will be there. Place it on this line, the edge of the ruler. Suppose you have a ruler like this. This edge, place it here. And then this side or this side, whichever side you want to draw, you just draw a straight line and that will be your perpendicular line, like this. I hope you have understood this. Question number 23. We have been given two triangles ABC and PQR. The question is why triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. If two triangles are similar, it means their angles are same. You have been given two angles in triangle ABC. Let's find the third angle. You know that in a triangle, the sum of three angles is equal to 180. So to find the third angle, we are going to subtract from 180, 78 and 37. That will give us 65. The same we are going to do with the triangle PQR. We are going to subtract from 180, 78 and 65. I wrote here in a different way and I wrote here in a different way. Whichever way you remember, you can use it. Either subtract each angle or add both the angles and then subtract it from 180. This will give you 37. So as you can see that all the three angles are same in the triangle, you will write that they are similar because all the three angles are equal. Either you could have done this or there was no need to find this. You could have just written from here that because two angles are equal, they are a similar triangle. Because if two angles are equal, the third angle will obviously be equal to. If I've helped you, please subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, and if you need any help, do message me. I'll try to help you out. Do like the video and give your feedback. Thank you for watching.